to another episode of The Adventures of Almost with your host, Basil Zero, presented by Sandy Garbo. So for today's adventure, we take a look at the Deer God and Cultist Simulator. I thought that the image of Cultist Simulator looked pretty cool, but the game is... I don't know. I literally don't know. I didn't actually read anything about it when I got into it, and I didn't expect it to be a card game. Nothing was ever explained. Nothing ever really made sense. I was never offered... I don't like tutorials, but I was never offered a tutorial. It was just kind of like, here's a table and some cards. And it's like, I guess I'm glad you went through the effort of making these animations. That moon animation was cool, but I have no fucking clue what's going on, and I'm so bored. I thought that even as a card game, this was going to be something closer to like the Dungeon card decks or Card Thief. Side note, I'll do a video on Card Thief. I think that game is engaging as fuck and fun. And that's what I was expecting, not whatever the fuck that was. So let's get out of there. Oh, everybody's dead. Introduction drama. Hold up. The Deer God is about a hunter who dies and becomes and is sentenced to being a deer? What the fuck? What the fuck? You're calling this hunter a transhuman? You don't get to call you don't get to call this character trans, you fuckers. That's a very specific term, specifically talking about transgender people in the transgender community, not a hunter who died and was sentenced to become a deer to repent for their fucking sins. Do you realize the implications of what you're saying here, you dumb, bad, and boring and ugly fucking side-scroller platformer? Fuck you! So by saying transhuman in this situation, you're implying that either a male or female going trans is akin to a predator who needs to understand what their prey is going through. Do you realize that that's what you're saying? I know you don't, but that's literally what you're saying, and it's really fucking offensive because you didn't make this game back in the 90s when we could be socially ignorant. You made it in like at least after 2015, so you can't pretend like you don't know what the fucking term trans means, and you really shouldn't be able to pretend that you don't understand the implications of what you're saying. And if you know the implications of what you're saying, fuck you. Anyway, the Deer God sucked and was garbage. It was unnecessarily difficult, and it was kind of ignorant to itself. I hated it. Thank you for joining me for another delightful episode in The Adventures of Almost, presented by Sandy Garbo, with me, a person talking, Basil Zero. Okay, thanks, bye!